I'm wearing my vintage 1995 actual Warrant Ultraphobic concert t-shirt, tour shirt that barely fits, but I have been working out a little bit, so I got her on because today, and I'm actually wearing leather assless chaps too. I'm not gonna show you those, but trust me, they probably look fantastic because today I got this Deko Entertainment, the new Warrant Ultraphobic on vinyl, and we are gonna unbox this bitch next on the Hair Metal Guru.
The Hair Metal Guru, from Warrant to Crew. The Hair Metal Guru, never forget Charlie too.
Okay, welcome to the Hair Metal Guru. My name is Anthony. They call me the Guru, and yes, as soon as I found out about Deko Entertainment putting out Ultraphobic on vinyl, I ordered that bitch right away, and that was like 3 months ago or something. So I just got it in the mail. I think I got it yesterday or whatever day it was. Anyway, it's July 29th right now, and I'm hoping to get this out tomorrow, July 30th. So I'm gonna open this up, and I ordered the expensive one that didn't just have the vinyl. It's supposed to be autographed. It's supposed to have some other shit besides the vinyl. So I'm gonna open this up, and I have done a standalone, Warrant Ultraphobic video. I think it was on the 30th anniversary of that coming out. So maybe I'll put that link in the description. Maybe I'll figure out a way to show it while you're watching this video. I'm not sure if I'm that good at all the editing technology yet, but somehow, so I did this video. So I'm just gonna unbox this and talk about what you get. I'm not gonna review all the songs because I did that in that video. If I could fucking figure out how to open this thing up. So, this is not hey, let's talk about, I'll talk about it a little bit, but I'm not gonna review every song, but I'm gonna show you what came in this package, and then maybe you can decide if you wanna go out and purchase it. And no, this is not a company that I paid for this. I didn't get this for free. It's not a company that I'm doing business with. I'm strictly doing this because I love this album. And not that people are going to do what I do, but maybe if you see the package that I get and you like it, you will order it. And the more people that order it, the more record companies or places like Deko or F&A or Real Gone Music, who I have done some stuff with, maybe they'll go, shit, these packages that we're putting together of these old hair metal or rock albums are doing so well, we need to do more of them. So that's what I would love to see. There's so many kick-ass albums from back in the day that never got released on vinyl. And so it would be cool if these labels started giving more attention to these bands. Hopefully these bands are, making a little bit of money. I know that the autograph that I'm supposed to be getting in here is supposed to be autographed by Eric Turner and Jerry Dixon of Warrant. So, I'm assuming they made some money out of doing this, which is good. I want them to make some money because they've done so much for me with all the music that they've released over the years. So I want them to benefit financially. I want all of the bands that I love, I'll be honest, doing some of these interviews and you hear about, for example, I interviewed Brian Forsyth from Kix. It's not out yet. It'll be coming out probably in a month because I'm way backed up on interviews. But he was talking about at the end of his career, in 1992, when he was getting ready to leave the band, he was making $500 a week. This is a guy who had a platinum album and had been on some big tours. So, people think these guys have all this money. No, they don't. I think obviously a lot of them still love music, obviously. But if you think that these bands are out playing shows in their 60s because they love bus rides and fucking plane, flying on planes to go play a casino in Minnesota, a lot of it comes down to money. Okay, so I'm just making the point that I hope they are making some money, and maybe packages like this will help them do so. So we have, geez, this is, fuck it. Usually I would even think about not opening this, but for you, the fan, anything for you, because I love you. So we have in this a CD. Oh, this came out, I wrote it down, March 7th, 1995. And as I'm opening this, make sure I don't cut anything. Like I said, I'm not going to review, maybe I'll talk about a couple of the songs, but bought this the day it came out and was like, I worked at a bar and I remember bringing it to the bar and like telling this girl that I worked with how excited I was about going home and listening to the new Warrant album. She's like, isn't that the Cherry Pie Band? And I'm like, yeah, it's the Cherry Pie Band, and there's so much more than the Cherry Pie Band. Like, they have so many kick-ass songs. So anyway, started listening to Ultraphobic, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? It was grungy sounding, but I was like, I'm going to keep listening to it because I'm going to find the songs that I like. Obviously, Stronger Now stuck out right away. Then more and more songs started grabbing me, and I fucking love this album now. So, with the package that I got, now to remember, let me see if I can find out how much this costs. I'm pretty sure it costs around 60 or 80 bucks. So, you could just order the vinyl, or just, I think, order the CD, but let's see how much. The vinyl is $34.98. Do they have any more of the vinyl / CD compilations? Let's see if they got any of that. Okay. Warrant Ultraphobic signed deluxe bundle, limited quantity. So I'll tell you this, they sold out of the deluxe orange swirl vinyl. They sold out of the black LP, but you can still buy the CD, and you can buy the bundle that I got. So here, I'll tell you what the CD costs. $15.98. And obviously you're going to have to pay shipping too. And the deluxe signed bundle is $69.98. 69, huh? Okay, that's still funny. So you get the Warrant Ultraphobic LP, the orange swirl, you get the Ultraphobic CD, and you get a promo flat signed by Eric Turner and Jerry Dixon. So here's the CD. It's whatever you call it. It's not the glass case. It's the cardboard case. There's the back. I still love getting CDs. I like, look how clean and shiny that is. It's brand new. Here's the inside. The poster, that's Janie, Jerry, Rick Steyer from Kingdom Come. James Kotak from Kingdom Come, who wasn't in the band that long, and then Bobby Borg replaced him. Eric Turner, and I think is that Scott? Is that Danny Wagner? Fuck, it's the keyboard player. Anyway, I think it's Danny Wagner. I could be wrong. So then it opens up like this. I'll pull out the CD. Don't want to break anything. There's what you see there. Here is the CD, and I'll just remind you of the tracks. Undertow followed Family Picnic, the first single. There is a video on YouTube, Sum of One, Chameleon, Crawl Space, Live Inside of You, High, what a fucking ballad. High is amazing. Ride number 2, Ultraphobic, Stronger Now. Amazing album. So underrated. And hopefully if somebody's doing this, if this does well, maybe they'll do Belly to Belly. I know a lot of people have. I really like Belly to Belly. Is it as good as Ultraphobic? No, but I really like a lot of it. There are some songs that I don't really like on it. But is there any sort of booklet in here? No. So that's it, but it looks pretty kick-ass. Here, look at, okay, art direction, blah, blah, blah. Additional musicians. Steph Neary for Dream State production, drum programming on ride number 2. JJ Ferris. Wasn't he in fucking Slammin' Gladys? Classical guitar on Stronger Now. Jim Sitterly, violinist on Stronger Now. And then here's what David White is the keyboard player. Here's what they called themselves. Mr. Peer Pressure, Janie Lane. Zovi Man, Jerry Dixon. Gentleman Slut, Eric Turner. Bartender, Rick Steer. Punching Bag, James Kotak. And Video Out, David White. And I'll just show you what I'm talking about. Like they have nicknames for him. So you can see that. Anyway, so there's the CD. Then, here, I'll set that over here. Then, here is, I love these promo flats. I don't know if I want to frame this or just keep it with the vinyl, but like this shit back here, if you see the dirty looks and the sleaze bees, those are promo flats. They're 12 by 12. So and Walmart actually sells 12 by 12 frames, so that's where I got those frames. But it's signed by Eric Turner on top and Jerry Dixon. Is that the great, I've learned to love this album cover. I remember back when it came out, I was like, what are you doing? But I've learned to love it. I was always bummed that Warrant never had a consistent logo. It seemed to change every album, but whatever. So there's the 12 by 12. I don't know if this kind of feels like it's smaller than 12 by 12. Anyway, it's supposed to be right around 12 by 12, autographed, promo flat. Then you get this. What? Look, fucking like an advertisement for Deko. Is it Deko or Deko? I know I keep saying that, but I don't know what it is. So it says Music in Motion, Deko Entertainment. Save 10% on your next order. Okay? And then let's pop this out. Here is the vinyl. Unopened yet. I will open it for you. What does that say? Warrant Ultraphobic 30th anniversary, first time on vinyl. The hype sticker. Okay? And then here's the back. And I'll take this off so the glare is off. I'll set this box down. So, I know, I'll talk about my buddy Drumrboy Jones. Has a new YouTube channel, or fairly new. And he was on my channel once. We both kind of talked about some of our Janie Lane experiences, hanging out with him. Jones is a massive Warrant fan, has some Warrant tattoos. He did a video on his channel about going to the location where they filmed the acoustic I Saw Red video. And he just put out a video with Patrick, who's on the channel a lot. And they did like a review of the Belly to Belly album. Anyway, you should go check that out. Drumrboy Jones is the name of the channel. And if I remember, I'll put that Belly to Belly video in the description. So I'm going to save the hype sticker. And I don't think it's a gatefold. It's not. So here you get a better idea without the glare of the plastic, what the cover looks like. Oh, it's beautiful. Like I said, I've learned to love the cover. Here's the back. Okay. Close up of the songs if you want to see them. And I will pull out the vinyl and we'll check that out. Pull this in a little bit. We'll pull out the vinyl. Okay. It's got the kind of like the poster, the inner thing that you saw on the CD with the band. man, I mean, look at how drastically they look, how drastically different they look. I mean, like, this is the band that did Cherry Pie. I mean, look how times change. I got all these magazines, and I just got like a new stack of like Metal Edge from the mid 90s. And like they're interviewing Janie Lane about this album and talking about like the family picnic video. And he's like shitting on the old Warrant videos. And I feel bad because, you know, you can just tell he's so desperate to be accepted, and he knows that people talk shit about Cherry Pie, so he's shitting on the Cherry Pie video and kind of shitting on what they were doing in the past. And you know, you can just tell like he was really struggling with how the scene had changed. It was not good. Maybe I'll see if I can find that article, and maybe I can do a video on it. Maybe that would be a good idea. So anyway, here's the inner whatever, the record cover sleeve. So I like that it's not just plain white. It's got some cool stuff on it. Here is the the orange swirl vinyl. Check that out. What's that side? Side B. Here's side A. So that looks cool. I will probably play the CD, but I probably won't play it. I mean, like I said, I have a record player. I think vinyl's a pain in the ass to play. So, you know, I buy this because I'm a collector, not a fighter. I'm a lover. I know that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but I just remember that. What the fuck movie is that from? I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. Anyway, so putting the hype sticker back in here. That is the unboxing. So what you got? A vinyl that if you just bought it on its own, and shit, I think the vinyl sold out. So it looks like the only thing left are the bundles. So the vinyl was $34.98. The CD on its own was $15.98. The CD they still have. But if you buy the vinyl or the bundle for $69 something, you get the vinyl, the CD, and you get the autographed album flat. So fuck it. I went for the bundle, but I completely get that, you know, money can be short these days. So, you know, and obviously, you know, if you don't want to get it, cool. But, you know, again, I look for ways to support these bands, whether it's through talking about them on the channel and, you know, I don't buy as many CDs probably as I used to, but when a band that is important to me, when a band that I grew up with and they were a huge, important part of my life, when they put out albums, I still try to go out and buy the CDs. Maybe I buy the vinyl. You know, I have Apple Music, so I can listen to all of it there. And I do. And I listen to a lot of music on YouTube, but I just like having the product. So that's my review. Remember the autographed, the CD, and the vinyl. That's my review of the Deko or Deko Entertainment Warrant Ultraphobic 30th Anniversary Vinyl Bundle. Let me know if you have purchased it, if you are thinking about purchasing it, or if you're like, why the fuck would I want to buy something on Warrant? I would love to know your thoughts or your comments. And hey, thank you so much for sitting around and listening to me talk about a Warrant again while I'm wearing this shirt that's not very comfortable, because here, I'll even try to show you. It's got like a plastic, like, you know how those shitty, I don't even know if you can see that, but it's got the cover on the back, but it's uncomfortable and it like kind of scratches. So a lot of bands were not doing great merch in the mid 90s, but hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hey, like, subscribe, what the hell, ring the bell, and whatever you can do to support the channel. Truly, I appreciate you being here. Until the next video comes out, my name is Anthony. They call me the Guru. Take care of yourselves.